Welcome. I am Adina Wanja and I guide high achieving men and women create extraordinary lives and loving, ecstatic relationships. The intention of this podcast is to empower both men and women when it comes to life, dating, relationships, and intimacy. I believe that by both men and women being healthy, powerful, and loving, we can be in thriving romantic partnerships and create a better world together. If this is something you resonate with, then please keep listening. In this episode, I am talking about why men and women need to date multiple people at the same time when they want to be in a long term relationship or marriage. So, this episode is for you if you want to be in a long term relationship or marriage. You want to consciously choose the best partner for you and intentionally create a thriving marriage once you have chosen them. First, let's define dating. Dating is the act of going out on dates with people so you get to know them, see if you are compatible for a long term commitment or marriage, see if you like them and you're attracted to them, vetting their character, and ultimately deciding to get into a relationship with one of these people. Dating is not for fun, although I would encourage you to have fun on dates. Dating is for consciously choosing a partner. Dating casually and without intention and clarity will make you waste your time, and even worse, will create emotional wounds that you will have to heal if you ever want to be in a happy, loving, and fulfilling relationship. Plus, it can create physical problems or life changing occurrences if you have, for example, unprotected sex and you get an STD, or you create a baby with this person. So don't take dating and casual sex lightly because it can have serious consequences on you and your life. Now, let's see what dating is not. Dating is not meeting people and being emotionally and physically intimate with them without vetting them first and consciously deciding to commit to one another. Although this is what dating looks like for many people today, and it also looked for me too, this is not what dating truly is. Now, let's see the reasons why I am advising you to date multiple people at the same time when you are intending to enter a committed relationship or marriage. Reason number one, you get to know multiple people, and in the process, you'll also get more clarity on whom you like best and whom you are most compatible with. Are you clear on what you need in a relationship to feel safe and loved? What do you desire from a partner in terms of values, qualities, and lifestyle? What can you offer to a partner? What do you bring to the relationship, and how can you improve this person's life? Most people are not aware of these things, not because there's something wrong with them, but because they haven't given much thought to these things. We live in a very fast paced world where everything needs to happen at the speed of light. We are flooded with messages like manifest your dream life in 3 months, become a millionaire in 6 months, get your dream job in a week, get married to your soulmate in a month. While speed is important, have you noticed the difference between a car that has an accident at 50 kilometers per hour versus a car that has an accident at 150 kilometers per hour? Which car looks better afterwards? And whose car's passengers have more chances to still be alive after the impact? Similarly, when it comes to the relationships, it's wiser to move slower so you get to know yourself and the other person in more depth. If you have a very high speed, you can't have a lot of depth. They don't really go together. So slow down and ask smarter questions so you discover first yourself and the person sitting in front of you on dates. This doesn't mean that you need to spend years before knowing if a person would be good for you, but it does mean that you need to put aside your attraction towards this person so you can assess other aspects like similar values, compatible lifestyle, similar life vision, capacity to support and be supported in achieving goals and dreams. Because you see, sexual attraction clouds the mind, and you can make some very bad decisions for yourself. When you don't lead with sexual attraction and you give yourself the time to get to know another person, you have higher chances of making a better decision for yourself. Personally, I believe in things well done. Yes, you need to put more time, effort, and energy. But if you do it well, you have more chances for the relationship to be more durable, stable, safe, and dependable. By you dating more than one person, you'll get to have more clarity on who you are because by interacting with different people, you'll see different facets of yourself. You will get more clear on what you need from a partner and what type of partner you would prefer, whom you are compatible with and whom you are not. If what you can offer is good enough for the person you are interested in, because you might think that the other person would be a great partner for you, but would you be a great match for them too? Can you give them what they need and desire? This is something that you need to take into consideration when you date for marriage. And let me give you an example. I was once on a date and I was having a conversation with the man about why I became a life coach. And I told him that for me, it's very important to help people and create a better world. And he replied something like, I like that, but I don't see why I would help people. They haven't given me anything. So in that moment, I knew that there is a mismatch in values between me and him. Because for me, having a beneficial contribution in the world is something extremely important, and it's a value that I need to have in common with my future partner. I have values that I don't need to have in common with my future partner, but this one I cannot let it go. It's a non-negotiable for me. And of course, that the form in which my future partner will have a beneficial contribution into the world can and most likely will be different from how I will do it. But he needs to do it somehow. Otherwise, I know I won't be able to admire and love him. So when I heard this man saying this, I knew that there was a major incompatibility between me and him. Reason number two, if you only have one option, there might be a part of you that will wonder, what if there was something better for me out there? What if I could have chosen a better partner? Let's face it, we all have a part of us that thinks, is this the best I can do? Some people don't listen to this voice at all and make poor decisions. And others listen to it too much and never seem to find the best of what they're looking for. What you want to do is to take this voice into consideration, but do not let it lead. Because if you ever want to be in a long term relationship or marriage, you need to choose someone. So if you want to settle down in the next 1 or 2 years, you will need to choose the best person, at least the one you will consider is the best for you, and choose to make a commitment to them in the following 1 or 2 years, because this is the time you've given yourself for this. And of course, that you can always give yourself more time, but pay attention to not getting into the pattern of postponing indefinitely, as you may end up in your 50s or 60s and still not be in a relationship or marriage. And let me give you an example. I wanted to get into a relationship a few years ago, but no one who matched my love list showed up in my life. And the universe kind of gave me other assignments, so I had to take care more of my health and my career. It wasn't the time for me to get into a relationship. Could I still have gotten into a relationship? Of course, but it wouldn't have been the best thing for me to do. So I chose to stay single and celibate and focus on other areas of my life. However, in 2024 and 2025, I know that I will meet people who are closer to what I need and desire. And how do I know this? A few reasons. One is my intuition. Second, I have been preparing for this, and success comes to people who prepare for it. And third reason, I have some major transits on relationships. And here I am talking about planetary transits. Because you see, astrology is not what you see on TV. It's a very exact science. And a good astrologer will be able to tell you when you have transits that will support various areas of your life. I would strongly advise you to find a good astrologer who can give you more information on when it would be best for you to look for a long term partner. Because, as I said, you may want to be in a relationship or get married, but life might have other assignments for you, as in my case. And maybe from energetic point of view, you are supported in finding a long-term partner, but you may be focusing more on your career. And this could unnecessarily delay you getting into a relationship. Knowing when the universe supports you in achieving something makes the process of getting there easier. And I think we all want more ease in our lives, don't we? So when you date two, three, or maybe five people at the same time, it's logical that you will want to choose the best person from those who are available to you at that point. So your mind will say, I chose the best person for me, instead of, what if I could have found someone better and I settled for less than I wanted? The problem is that this latter attitude will lead to you doubting that relationship and not going all into it. And when you don't go all in into something, either it's a relationship, a project, a dream, then you are not committing to it. And in many cases, it doesn't work out. Not because it's not supposed to work out, but because you are not fully taking responsibility and you are not doing everything that depends on you for this thing to work. So, dating multiple people at the same time will give you the peace of mind that you are choosing the best partner available for you in that period. Knowing you chose the best one for you will be easier for you to go all in into that relationship and make things work on long term. Reason number 3, you will feel better when you know the other person had multiple options, but they chose you. And the same for them. It's easier again to go all in the relationship when you know that you have chosen them and they have chosen you. Who wants to be in a relationship with someone who chose you just because you are there and they didn't want to be single anymore? Or just because you were available to be in a relationship? Or because you like them more and they chose you for all the benefits that you could bring to them? I don't know about you, but I, for one, don't want to be with someone who doesn't want me for me. I want to be chosen for me, not because this person is desperate for a relationship and they think I would make a good partner for them. And if you're listening to this it's very likely that you also want to be seen as the one for them and that you want to see them as the one for you. And when I say the one, I am not referring to any Cinderella type of story. No, I am referring to you consciously deciding that you want to be with them and they also consciously deciding that they want to be with you because you like being around each other, you like each other, you have common life values and similar life goals. There is safety and ease between you two, and there are also opportunities for growth and improvement. Because choosing the best partner for you doesn't mean that there are no conflicts and disagreements, because there is no such thing. What it means is that you two can deal with conflicts and disagreements in a mature way, and that you use these conflicts and disagreements as ways to know one another better and to strengthen the relationships. Hardship and challenges build people's character and make relationships more solid. So don't expect not to have conflicts and disagreements. However, set the standard of dealing with them in a mature way. We all want to be chosen, not just tolerated. We all want to feel desired, cherished, adored, admired. But it's hard to feel that way if the other person didn't make the conscious and deliberate decision of picking you to be their long term partner. So stop settling for people who just tolerate you and put in the effort of becoming the best version of yourself so you choose better people to be in your life. Reason number 4: finding the right partner for you can take months and even years. If you stay single and celibate and you consciously date for marriage, then you will prevent yourself from wasting 1 or 2 years or even more from your life by entering a relationship with someone who is not a good match for you and discovering that after months or even years of being with this person. Not all the people who you like or you are attracted to are also good for you. I'm going to say this again. Not all the people you like or you're attracted to are also good for you. Actually, very few people are also good for you, and only one is the best. This is not to say that we can only have one partner for all our life, and if something happens to them or to the relationship, we cannot find someone else, because we definitely can. What I mean by saying this is that in a certain period of time, meaning when you are looking to get in a committed relationship or marriage, the chances are that you will find only one person whom you will like and they will like you back, you are mostly compatible with, and both of you desire to commit to one another. The illusion many people live in is that because there are so many people available on dating apps or in the places they frequent, it means that you have a lot of options. Yes, you have a lot of options, but you don't have a lot of good options. And that's a big difference. So, you need to decide if you want to be in a relationship for the sake of not being single, or you want to be in the best relationship for you. And creating the best relationship for you is an intentional act that starts with you choosing the best partner for you. So when you date for marriage and you date multiple people at the same time without getting emotionally attached or sexually entangled with them, you will be able to know them on a deep level and consciously choose whom you want to commit to. The mistake so many people make is that they date only one person at a time without even assessing if this person would be good for them. Many people choose a partner based only mostly on their attraction and feelings towards that person. And this is a huge mistake because attraction and feelings will vary from day to day, month to month, and year to year. Attraction and feelings are like weather, and weather changes pretty often. What won't change as much are your values, your qualities, your character, your gifts, your skills, your dreams, your life goals. These are things you can depend on, not attraction and feelings. This is not to say that you shouldn't feel attracted or have feelings for a person, because you definitely should develop chemistry and emotional intimacy with the person you are choosing as a long term partner. But attraction and feelings shouldn't be the foundation of your relationship. So, in order to avoid wasting months and years of your life with someone who is not good for you, you need to first know yourself very well. Know your values, know your needs, know your desires, know what you can offer to a partner, and then choose someone who you like and you're most compatible with from this perspective. Compatibility doesn't mean having the same personality traits or having the same needs. Compatibility means being able to function together in a mostly harmonious way, because you can offer the other person what they need and they can offer you what you need. Think of it like your arms and feet. Although both are parts of your body, they are very different in terms of functionality, but they work together very well. And I don't think you want to have four legs and four arms, would you? So, the same way, you don't want to be with someone who is exactly like you, but you want to be with someone with whom you can function very well, and both of you are happy with being together. So look for someone who has similar life values and principles, similar desired lifestyle, some common goals and dreams, but may have a very different personality or qualities than yours. And most importantly, look for someone whom you can give what they need and they can give you what you need. Reason number 5. Dating multiple people at the same time will require you to become the best version of yourself and will make the other person show up as their best self too. One word: competition. Knowing there is competition will push you to get better and will push the other person to get better too. It's a win-win situation when you improve yourself and the other person improves themselves too. I believe that if we are to share our life with someone, then we need to show up as healthy, kind, respectful, and authentic as we can, and we should expect the same from the other person. We don't need a partner to survive anymore. However, we do need a good partner if we want to be in a thriving relationship and live life to the fullest. So, by both men and women dating multiple people at the same time, both men and women will have to become better humans and better partners because they will be in a competition. When you like someone and that person has high standards, first for themselves and then for the partner they want in their life, you will have to work on yourself in order to be taken into account as a potential mate. This is the principle behind hypergamy. Both men and women want the best partner for themselves. However, what they look for in a partner is different. For example, most women look for a man who has financial resources, and most men look for a woman whom they find physically attractive. However, this is not all what hypergamy means from my perspective, because Just because someone has money or someone is sexy, it doesn't mean that they would make a good partner for you. So, in the dating process, you also need to assess the person's character and how compatible you are with them. Because ultimately, these two things will decide how good the relationship will be. If a person is kind, supportive, wants to grow and become better, is responsible, can admit when they are wrong, can be thoughtful and understanding, they take good care of their health, and can give you what you need, then you have some great ingredients for a good partner. We don't marry a person's social status, bank account, sexiness, or attractiveness. We marry the whole person with everything that means. So, do you like this person as a whole? And would you function well together? This is what you need to assess when dating them. Choosing a romantic partner is one of the most important decisions you will make in your life. You are choosing the person you will wake up with every morning, the person you'll have sex and maybe make children with, the person you will spend your holidays with, the person who has the legal right to decide your life in case of a brain injury, the person who you will share your money and your body with, the person you will grow old with. So do your best to make this decision consciously. And if you want to create the best relationship and life for yourself, and if you resonate with me, I'm inviting you into my one-to-one coaching container where I will support you to become the best partner and lover and help you choose the best partner for you. You can find the details by following the links in the description box below. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. And if you found it helpful, please share it with one or more friends. And if you're listening this on YouTube, please like the video. It helps me a lot with the algorithm. I appreciate your time and energy, and I hope to meet you again in my next episode.